New York City jail, portrayed by local lawmakers touring Island Jail today as a kind of barbaric imprisonment from centuries ago. So why is it still happening in this century? The investigations into Rikers serving to validate the campaign to close the facility and redefine the concept of incarceration. Investigative reporter Dan Krauth outside Rikers in Queens with the very latest. Dan.
Bill, that is a great question. Today, about a dozen local and state lawmakers toured Rikers Island. They used the words horrific, inhumane, and torturous to describe what they witnessed inside. This all coming 1 week after our own investigation found an increase in violence on the island. And we spoke with officers who were assaulted and say they're too afraid to come back to work.
It is a nightmare back there.
For those who went inside Rikers today, they say dogs and kennels are treated better than the 6,000 inmates.
What we saw today was horrific.
They say people have been sitting in intake for more than a week. No access to food, bathrooms, and no contact with their attorneys.
The toilets are overflowing onto the floor. They're packed in. 25 people in a cell without masks.
They're pleading for prosecutors not to send any new inmates and for the governor to sign a bill that could let up to 1,000 inmates go who are inside on technical or parole violations.
I just witnessed an attempted suicide. Miss, come here. Jumped up there and tried to hang themselves. Me and Senator Ramos were right there. Nobody deserves this.
Our 7 on Your Side investigation show the number of inmates is up and the number of officers is down. Plus, some of them are working up to 25 hours at a time and calling out sick in record numbers.
Yes, inmates are suffering. Correction officers are suffering. 25 plus hours working straight. No meal breaks. No. And then they wonder why we're not coming to work?
The union says assaults against corrections officers are up by 23%. Both sides calling on the mayor to take action.
Can we please stand together to hold the mayor accountable?
The mayor, who today said new officers will be hired and the ones who are out sick need to come back to work.
For years and years, I've been working to change the situation in a place that's just profoundly broken, that should have been closed a long time ago, and we are closing it.
But the reality is it's not closing anytime soon. They'll be hiring 600 new officers sometime this fall, and the Department of Corrections is now requiring anyone who calls out sick to see a doctor to prove they're sick.